Welcome to Beaver Stadium, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, one of the largest crowds in college football assembled here. Colliding here today, two top 25 teams having tremendous seasons set to battle it out against one another. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the third-ranked team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Nittany Lions will kick this away, start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense comes on the field first today. And there comes the star running back onto the field. He is a special talent. You talk to opponents, he's always the focal point when they face this offense.
Boy, Chris, this guy is special. It's almost like he floats across the field. I mean, I don't think anyone can take him down in the open field. He's the guy that teams try to key on, but sometimes it feels as though no one can contain him.
Quarterback keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. He's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So Penn State's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
The shotgun running play call. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. The defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback. The middle, nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Nittany Lions pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
It almost is like the quarterback just said to himself, I've got this. I'm going to find a way to pick up this first down. He gets the first and keep the chains moving.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking for his big tight end. Grab down the middle. It's Warren. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. I mean, he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out, it's Williams. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Caught over the middle. It's Price. Eventually taken down, but how about the spin move that earned him first down yardage? A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Finally brought down, but this is a big play. Moves the ball down to the 21. The Hoosiers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Showed off the stiff arm, but nowhere to go. He's held to a short gain. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Looking to throw. It's Rourke. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. And they will try out the field goal team here. It'll be a 34-yard try. And the field goal is good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the right here. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great...
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
It's an out route, the catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Hoosiers are going to take advantage of this red zone trail. He'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Oh, and he flat dropped it. He's going to bring up 3rd down for this offense. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Indiana.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. So Kirk, Indiana has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to win a first down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Lets it go quickly. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The Nittany Lions will line up to boot it away. The offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Running it back, it's Price. And they've got the returner Corral. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Breaks loose at the 45. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. First down here for this offense. Press coverage now from the secondary. Oh, here comes the reverse. Some hard running there through a tackle. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Now it's 2nd down here. Looking downfield, it's Rourke. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. The sure hands. It's Cooper. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening.
They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks. The Hoosiers will bring their punt team on the field now. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll actually take it out from the end zone. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Throws to the tight end. The pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. Grab down the middle. It's Horton. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a lineman.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Caught over the middle. It's Price. They make the stop just short of the mark where it's getting fourth down and inches. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Looking to pass. It's Allen. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. And the ball is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up.
The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Tackled after the interception. That will be the final play of this first half. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Happy Valley. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
And the Hoosiers will kick this away to get the second half going. And he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Grab down the middle. It's Warren. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They'll get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. They get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Handoff from the shotgun. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll give it to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Caught over the middle. It's Fleming. And moves the ball to the 35, and another first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to the right side. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
To throw, it's Aller. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route with him. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. The Nittany Lions are in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Coming up, second down and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
And tackled there by the defense.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Might have to try the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
The defense there showed incredible discipline in the backside contained. And that reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
Back to throw. It's Rourke. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. On first down, it's play action. Quick throw to the left side. Oh, that one's picked off. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
It's a fumble. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Snags a quick throw. Ball carrier running through tackles. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. You make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter. So, Kirk, Indiana has the lead here. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfired?
Second down play coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Dropping back, it's Allen. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle, but first down.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Warren. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Here we go. A crucial 3rd and 1 late in this game. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
I love it. 3rd down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for it. And he does here at a critical moment in his football game in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
What a job by this defense. Completely sniffed out the draw play here. I think they saw it from the time the huddle broke. Absolutely stuffed that play for no gain.
Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Going the other way, can they stop him? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Caught in the backfield. It's Price. They bring him down after a short gain there. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Brought down after 40, that'll be a first down. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
You know, they try to run the football here, and they're unable to get that first down. The clock does keep moving. The big question now is third down. What do you do? Keep it on the ground again, or roll the dice, throw the football, knowing an incompletion, the clock will stop.
And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. That's right near the goal line. Perfect execution. Well, it was an entertaining game, Kirk. We enjoyed calling it, but it's got to sting to fall short at the end.
Well, sometimes you're going to suffer losses like this, and you're just going to have to pick up your head and move on. It's the coach's job to try to get this team ready to play the next time they go out.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.